Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Scottsburg's Board of Public Works and Safety. And today is the 26th day of November 2025, the year of our Lord. We are opening our meeting by calling it to order, and we begin by a roll call by our Clerk Treasurer Jan Hardy.
Mayor Amy,
Here.
Karen Gracious,
Here.
Tom Lewis.
Here. Thank you, Ms. Hardy. The next thing on our agenda today is the approval of minutes for November 12, 2025. Is there a motion to accept the minutes as presented?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Ken Bruce makes a motion. Is there a
I'll second.
I'll move seconds that. Any questions about that? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Thank you very much. Our next thing is, the first thing is on our new business is our city insurance renewal. So they're here with us today, and we've just completed about an hour's worth of meetings of our insurance. So everything is very good. We always talk about insurance every year before it renews. And it's very, so we're basically in this together. So it's very positive. And so to me, we're partners in all this. So I very much, and I think Jan Hardy, you had a meeting with them yesterday as well. So I felt everything was very positive. Yourself?
Yes, we were very happy with our renewal rate. And I, compliment my staff for keeping up with fixed assets and communicating with Landon and Joe to remove stuff as it needs to be removed and added. So I'm well pleased this year.
What questions would you have for our insurance? If you have no questions,
I can't think of anything myself.
Is it pretty much the same as
it
last
is
year?
just right,
Then to give a quick synopsis of it, kind of what.
Sure.
I'd be happy to
please,
do
sure.
that if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Landon Murray, Foundation Risk Partners, good to see you all this year. And thank you, Mayor, thank you, Jan. They do a lot of hard work on the back end of things, keeping things updated, keeping assets protected and things of that nature. Joe and myself and the team that, keeps everything going, goes to market and makes sure that you all are still in the best spot possible in terms of what the program looks like. So Foundation Risk Partners, Munich Reinsurance is the carrier that's going to continue to insure all the assets on the city's front. They're top 10 in terms of size. They continue to be the most competitive and offer the best coverages. So the second page is the service team. I'll just kind of go through the booklet as you can follow along. Myself, Joe, and then we have Jeanette and Lisa, who also help on the back end, who cannot make it today. We are the lead on the team. The property, everything is remaining the same. The total insurance value is actually going up. We have a 4% inflation guard. It keeps up with the cost of labor, materials, and things of that nature. In the event of a loss, you want to make sure that your buildings are insured value so you can put back in a replacement cost situation. But all deductibles have remained the same, terms have remained the same, so that is good. Next page would be some bells and whistles that are thrown in on the coverage. I won't bore you with every single line, we'd be here all day. But those have also remained the same, and we feel comfortable with those limits. The following page is your inland marine, which is the form that covers all of the equipment and tools and things that the city owns to help maintain the city. We have a 5% inflation guard on all items less than $10,000 to keep up with, whether you all added more equipment, subtracted, and the cost of those things obviously going up with inflationary purposes. We have scheduled equipment, which is anything over $10,000 that you all own. It ensures that for its current value. So those are the limits on that. We also, Jan and Rita, keep a very tight-knit log of adding and subtracting that equipment, so we appreciate that very much. and we will continually update that as the year goes on. Next page is some other bells and whistles that is included in that form. Everything remains the same as last year. We feel comfortable with those limits as well. General liability, which is your bodily injury and property damage to any third party, 1 and 3 million on that, remains the same, no deductible, which is fantastic. A lot of municipalities we also handle are seeing increases on those deductibles, which your all's risk management controls you all have has done a great job, so they continue to not require a deductible on that. So everything's good on that front. Next page is also some throw-in coverages that naturally come with the general liability form. And then crime, that also is going to remain the same as last year, same limits, same deductibles. We feel comfortable with those limits based on benchmarking, so nothing changing on that front. Police professional liability, 3 million on that, $10,000 deductibles. That's all remaining the same as last year. We feel comfortable based on the benchmarking we did for that as well. Public officials liability, that's also $3 million limit, same deductibles as last year. Also did some benchmarking on that, so we're good to go on that front. Cyber liability, which is a huge topic these days. Cyber criminals have gotten very smart. We continue to offer that coverage, and we're going to continue to keep that limit at $1 million with the $25,000 deductible, the same as last year. So that's all remaining the same in terms of coverage and terms. It's just an extension of coverage on the next page, so we can flip them through there. Commercial auto, this is the auto liability, the protection for all the vehicles and trailers that the city owns. Jan and Maria are constantly sending us and deleting vehicles that we keep up with. So that 122 at the bottom was last year's renewal. We're currently at 124. As you know, that number is always changing as you sell and purchase vehicles. So they do a great job keeping up with that. Excess liability, this is your umbrella that sits over all the underlying coverages. It sits right below that. So it sits over your auto, your general liability, your police professional, your public officials liability, and abuse and molestation. Same as last year. So we feel that that's still sufficient for liabilities in terms of exposure. Workers' compensation is going to remain with IPEP. They continue to be the most competitive in terms of premium and rate. This year, we're looking at that bottom right number is a 5.8% increase in total payroll from last year, which is pretty consistent with the audits that they've done. The next page gives you the premium calculations for the work comp. There was one large claim that hit the experience modification factor, which is basically just a multiplier based on loss history. It's pretty much, it's basically an accounting principle that they use to keep up with, if you're performing well, you get, a credit. If you're not, you get a debit. As you can see from last year, it went from a 0.71 to 0.85. You're still getting a credit, which means you're doing better than your peers, which is fantastic. And then even though it increased 14 points, we were able to negotiate with them another 15% to offset that and save you a little bit of money. So overall, payroll is up 6%, and but the overall premium increase is only 4%. So that is fantastic. Disclosures and disclaimers on the next page. The marketing summary. This is very important. The McGowan program that we currently run this through, who places the insurance with Munich Re, continues to be the most competitive. We do seek out other options just to make sure you're in the best possible position in terms of coverage. All those continue to not be competitive with your current carrier, whether that's Munich Re on the package side or the work comp, which is IPEP. So we do our due diligence in searching for better options, but they continue to be the most competitive and the best partner for you all moving forward. The premium summary. So that top line is the two columns shows expiring premium versus proposed premium. Top line is the package went from 350 to 357, which is a little shy of $7,000 increase, which is around 2 to 3%, which is unheard of in this market. Typically, we're seeing 7 to 20% increases for municipalities. So that number is eye-popping because your all's exposures in terms of limits have increased, but your premium's only increasing 3%. So that is fantastic. As you keep going down there, the cyber liability was almost flat. It increased a couple $100, which is good. And then the work comp we just discussed, that's slightly up at around 4%. But overall, total premium is going from 443,214 to 452,858. That's right at 2.18% increase overall, which is amazing in this market and very good compared to your peers. We do a lot of municipality business, and this is by far the best renewal we have seen. So, any questions for me or Joe as we wrap up this proposal?
I don't have any, questions.
Just to let you know as well, that basically, the city's taken a position, and Miss Emily kind of heads a lot of this up, and with several others as well. But we have safety meetings every month and going through everything. So very positive for Scottsburg, and it shows here. So,
Yes.
Like I said, we're constantly looking at things, how we can improve, and all this. So.
To piggyback off that, the job that you all do from a risk management standpoint, like the mayor said, that holds a lot of weight when we go to negotiate with the carrier, and that's why we were able to get this renewal this year almost flat. So it's fantastic.
Many times we have to have the right tools to have to do it properly, so that nobody gets hurt. That's what we do. I don't do this if they don't have the right tools as well. So, but what other questions do you have?
I don't have any.
Hearing none, if we accept a motion to go forward with Financial Risk Partners,
I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion.
I'll second.
Karen Wishes seconds it. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye, unanimous. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And so, you need me to sign this?
Yeah, that last page,
Yeah.
first line there.
Got it.
To the board, this was probably as painless as we've ever had. We're always rushing around, to get these numbers, so they did a great job this year. We didn't have too many questions, and
Good
we
deal.
didn't have to track stuff down, so.
You and Maria made that.
Yes, absolutely.
I think usually it's scrambling first week of December.
Oh, I know,
second week of
yeah.
December. It's not by Christmas, so glad to get it done.
Absolutely. And we'll send you a copy, Mayor, for y'all's records.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Counselor, did you have any input on any of that?
Do not.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
Happy
Thanks.
Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Stop
Thanksgiving.
up- stop
Happy
up at the
holidays.
Capitol Chambers on the way
We're
up.
gonna take a
The
left
door's
as soon as we
open.
walk out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Congrats on the new space.
Thank you very much.
Be sure it's insured adequately.
That's always the first thing that comes to our mind. Thank you all.
Okay.
Had that conversation.
Our next item is the Scott County Partnership Contract 2026. Dan, you want to go over that? You're
Yeah,
all
if you
part of
want
that.
to just, all three of these are repeat contracts. This is all that we have all this in the budget. If you have any questions of them, but if you want to, you can approve them individually or all three of them together.
The independent contractor is really Tish, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just Tish.
Yes.
Westwood Gulf, we always, we.
This is about the same amount as it was
It's all
last
the
year.
same,
all
yes.
same
That's what I
amount.
thought.
Same
Yeah.
amount, same things, it's just changing the dates.
Change
Thank
the
you.
dates, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, and this is all, council has a budget.
You want us to approve,
Budgeted this money.
you want us to approve it all at once?
If you do it all as one agreement, one motion, if you
Okay,
like.
I'll make a motion. We approve the Scott County Partnership Contract for 2026, the Westwood Golf Course Contract for 2026, and the Independent Contractor Agreement for 2026.
And I'll second.
Tom Lewis makes the motion, Karen Wishes seconds this, and all three. Any other questions about this? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye, unanimous. Thank you very much.
And we'll get them signed, get them back to us.
I'm not going to go to eat today. So, huh? Doing what? Oh, this is the drive-through.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I am doing that one. So, the drive-through here, we are experiencing, where we come in, we have two cars there, and if it's any more than two cars, it plugs the whole thing up. So we're actually extending that out.
So this is a quote from, Dan Christina Excavating to
Do the work.
do the work, for the mayor just needs approval to sign that.
My question is, how many more cars can you get in line now with this?
I don't know how many cars.
It doesn't look like it's very much more. I just wonder if it's gonna be enough.
It's
The
more
main-
so people can pass,
Yeah, the approach is
pass
the
around.
biggest thing.
The main thing is, if you look, if you come around the pond, it's gonna go back this way, so if you're going to come into this area, then they'll be lined up here, and the other people can come around.
I understand that, but the question, right now, you only get two without people getting blocked. How many can you get now without people being blocked?
It's gonna start all the way to the other building.
Well, how many more cars? Are we only gaining one, or are we gaining two,
I
or?
mean, it doesn't even start, I mean, it starts right here, so I have to walk it off, but I mean, if you go from where I'm at here, all the way to that building, that's more than two cars. 4 or 5, maybe?
The intention
Wow.
of this is to set the approach, not so much to create a longer line for people to fit in.
Well, I mean, that's the only way you're gonna get the approach is by increasing along the line, isn't it?
Isn't there a little pond like out there? Someone's liable to
Oh,
just
there's-
go right out
there's a
in that.
pond right there. So,
Uh-huh.
well, it does say in here that there's a construction, engineering, and layout. I would like us to pause at the layout to make sure we're getting what we want to get.
This is what we want.
So can we put that caveat in here that we'll approve this, but yeah, I think there should be, we just need to make sure that what they lay out, or are they gonna lay it out on paper any more than this? This looks kind of, I mean, this is just real rough.
Right.
So maybe they lay it out in the field and we go out there and see. Yeah. My concern is we spend the money and it doesn't solve the problem.
Right.
I mean, you can pass it contingent upon.
Yeah.
What,
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
on a contingency, just be clear on what the
That's
contingency
what's
is.
the contingent, okay, what's the contingency?
The contingency is that once they get it laid out, that we approve the layout.
Okay.
Approval of the written layout.
I don't know if it's going to be written or it's just this construction, engineering, and layout, survey and layout. I don't know if they're going to produce a drawing. Maybe we require them to produce a drawing and approve it then, or you understand what I'm getting at? Yeah.
So basically,
I don't know the best way to word that. Do you?
what's your verbiage, council?
Because they've got the mobilization and demolition before they have the construction, engineering, and layout, which seems to indicate to me that they're moving it forward.
If you're wanting to see it,
Oh, that's not demolition. I read that wrong. It's demobilization.
if you're wanting to see the plans, then I would make it contingent upon the approval of a written plan. I think that
Like, not layout, written plan.
the written layout, written plan, whatever, that makes it the most clear as to what you're
Yeah, let's
expecting.
have them provide a drawing of the layout so we can verify how much it's going to improve the situation. Because if you get a lot of people in line to pay, you still have the problem.
Yeah.
I think that's what we want to avoid, isn't it?
how many times have you had a lot of, Lauren, on this issues? I mean, have you had a lot of people blocked off?
The blocked off isn't necessarily as much of a problem for our customers as when they pull around there, they don't have enough room to approach the window, so they're having to like parallel park or pull up and back up to try to get closer to the window to be able to access the
Okay.
drive-through box. So to
That's the bigger
me-
problem.
Yeah, to me, this is going to help when the customer comes around, they're able to get closer to the building because they have a much longer approach to get to the building. But it will also help how many cars are in a line.
Right.
And people passing around them, it will extend that. But the biggest issue from the customer standpoint, what we hear is they don't have enough room to approach that drive-through window properly. So you see people like pulling up and back, trying to get closer to the building.
If I'm not mistaken, I thought they said they also made the curb maybe a little bit too wide. They're gonna take some of that curb off, I thought, too. Is that, am I correct on that?
I don't know. I do know we asked them to look at that as well. So.
That way it's a little bit easier for them to.
Yeah, we have a lot of people,
To
like when they
access.
get close to the building or running into that curb, trying to get closer to the box. So the drive-through approach has been an issue when they.
Yeah.
I know that
Well,
extending it out would
Yeah.
help them because
Oh, I
right now
agree
they
with
don't
that,
have
yeah.
enough, they're literally like
Yeah.
turning to get to.
I know it's gonna help. I just, my concern is it gonna help enough? Are we spending this money and then still gonna have a problem?
Yeah, understand.
I wanna make sure we're alleviating the problem.
I mean, so I mean, that's the question. I mean, do you have, how many times, I mean, do you have a lot of cars piling up behind each other? That's kind of, so basically the usages will pass on the precedent that it fits all the concerns we have.
Who's been dealing with these guys? You have directly? Just tell them we wanna,
Yeah.
we want a
Just the layout.
drawing, a layout to show what they're gonna
Yeah,
do
yeah.
before you proceed.
Then we can find out the length of the car and
Yeah.
find out how many cars we can put in line there.
I mean, this is good, but it's very rough.
Yeah.
It's not precise.
Right, right.
I don't know if we got any other option other than maybe changing this, so that,
That was the original idea, was to possibly take out 2 or 3 of these parking places.
Yeah.
And, but we still had the problem, like Lauren is saying, it's just been tough.
getting so close. So
It's getting
if
so
they can
close.
get over quickly, they'd
Yeah.
be close enough.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So as you round this area, you go in the far east lane, and the west lane will be just for bypass. So
Yeah.
you'll have 2 lanes there, one for drive-through and the other for exit.
Yeah.
And then we got,
I see, I see that it's a potential solution. We want to be assured it's going to be the
Okay.
solution.
Okay.
I mean, even if they had, if that doesn't seem to work, you could cut this short and actually start 2 lanes sooner. So have a lane that goes here and then another one that just goes here.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's more work. So if this works, I'm good with this.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we're
Sure,
not spending money that's not going to solve the problem.
sure. So
So however you want to write that up, Jan.
I'm
That's-
just going to
that's
make
my
a
motion.
motion to approve the quote, then I will write it up as contingent on approval of the written plan.
So you'll need to discuss.
And I think he's been working with, Chris Jackson came up and laid it out, and
Yeah,
so I know he's been working with them, so that, I don't think that will be a problem.
I
But
shouldn't.
before they start, Mayor, and you might run that by Tom,
right,
Yeah.
just,
as soon as they're here, I'll-
I
Okay.
think there's already flags out there too, so maybe you could go out and see a visual after
Okay.
the meeting. But I did notice
okay,
last night leaving that they do have it marked.
okay,
Okay,
we'll go out and look at it.
okay,
So,
I'm good.
so Tom makes the motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Karen seconds that. Any other questions about this? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, thank you. Next is the Yeah, Emily Keller.
I have one thing here, but I also have another thing to add, so. First, I have the mass lease deposit return, and that is for, Five Star Technology. They notified us on October 28th of 2025 that their last day would be November 30th of 2025. They have already, completely moved out and turned their keys in. So I just wanted to get approval to return their deposit, to get that claim started. So
I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion to approve the lease deposit return. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Richards
I
seconds.
I assume you all have checked the site and they're
Our
satisfied.
maintenance
Okay,
people check the-
all right, good.
So, any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, okay, thank you. Now we're gonna go
And
back.
then I also have, I have a waiver, I added it to your packet, I'm sorry, I did not make it onto the agenda. It is for Indiana Real Estate Appraisal. They are wanting to use room 212 on the days of January 14th and January 21st for their continuing education class. So just bringing that waiver to the board.
Just clarification, what, do we have a criteria for who we waive?
If it's, the criteria is basically if it's another municipality or another government entity, if it's people that having to do with kids and things of this
We
nature.
don't have anything in mind.
Nothing in writing.
We don't do them, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't really-
No, we don't have criteria.
Those are just some of the criteria.
So what, I don't really understand what these guys do. What,
This is a real estate class, they're trying to bring it to Scottsburg so that the real estate appraisals, the people who are educated in that, don't have to go to Terre Haute or another large city to take the class, and they can take it in Scottsburg.
okay,
So they're trying to offer the class closer to home.
okay, so that it helps people in the community.
Just this area, right?
Okay, good enough.
So, is there a motion to go?
Did I make a motion?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I did.
Yeah, okay. So Tom made the motion to go ahead and waive the fee. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Richards seconds that. Any other questions?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.
I also want to ask for approval. I made a mistake at the last meeting on Lauren Ritchie's time for the city hall move. I said that she had 5 hours, but I miscounted. No surprise there. I miscounted and she should actually have 6.75 hours. So just
Okay.
asking for her to get approval for those
Okay.
additional 1.75 hours for the city hall move.
Do we take that out of your time?
You can take it off.
I'm just kidding.
It takes a village around here, let me tell you.
I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion to amend the time change. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Richards seconds that. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Unanimous. Now,
I'm done now, sorry.
Dan, what do you have for us?
I've got a couple things. The claim approval, I'd be open for a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I will make that motion to approve the claims as presented.
I'll second that.
Karen Richards makes a motion. Tom Lewis seconds that. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.
Okay, and then we have the department heads have worked with Marita, the payroll clerk, and we do have sellbacks for 2025, totaling 778 hours. Last year, that number was like 1,028, something like that. So these hours are down for this year, and the majority of them come from the parks and the fire, police and fire. And police has been very shorthanded this year, and they have so many long-term time employees that
This is vacation time they didn't
they
use.
get, yes, they can sell back half of what they have started the year with.
Oh, okay.
So that's, and the handbook does, it's all in accordance with the handbook. And Marita has them turn them in now, so she can double check that they had this time available.
Okay.
So I'd just be open for a motion to accept that 778 hours. We can list all those names we'll list those in the minutes if y'all would like to see who all it is. But it's a total of 778 hours.
Okay.
And their budgets do allow it.
So we
I
have
make a motion.
Karen Christian makes a motion for sellback of 778 hours.
I'll second that.
Tom Lewis makes, seconds that. Any other questions about this? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous, thank you. What else, Jan?
I have nothing. Just
Chief?
happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Chief, you got anything for us? Okay, Counselor?
I do not.
Okay, okay. Ms. Keller?
Saturday, November 29th at 6 p.m. is our annual Christmas parade. If anyone wants to join us around the square, and afterwards you will have pictures with Santa and the Santa house on the courthouse lawn.
Oh,
What's the theme this year?
The theme this year is Christmas in Toyland.
Toyland.
Wow. Wow. So will we have to help the elves make the toys?
We will have lots
Oh, so,
And that's this Saturday or Friday?
Yes,
Is it
this
Saturday. Yeah.
weather permitting,
Weather is permitting.
looking good right now.
okay, so should there be a hurricane, tornado, or
We might have to stay at home.
thunderclouds, so, anything else? Well, we wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yeah, happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
We are anticipating a lot of people being sleepy after the turkey dinner. So enjoy the leg up.
Yeah, yeah.
So, if there's not anything else, we'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We're adjourned. Thank you very much. Have a great holiday.
Good luck to the Warriors tonight.
Amen.